and thank you for coming to this mini webinar training entitled Posting on Purpose. My name is Carla Wellington, and I am a vision birther, author, speaker, trainer, and coach. And I love to help people clarify, communicate, and bring their dreams to life. And I'm also the business owner of Vision Communications Group, which is an awesome training coaching business that's been operating for 12 years. And today I wanted to give you all a few very detailed steps that will help you learn how to post on purpose. Now, I went ahead, I think it was last Friday. This is January 29th, 2013, and I made a post last week regarding how to post on purpose, and gave a little bit of detail about what that was, but nothing really in depth, because what I wanted to do was have people think about that over the weekend, and then this week, early this week, go ahead and do a mini webinar that would actually help train and teach people, how do you do it? How do you post on purpose? And what is that? And what does it do for you in your business or your nonprofit? So I went ahead and just put this quick little presentation together. It should be no more than 15 minutes, and if you wait till the end, you'll get some other goodies on how to take what you learn and put it into action. So I hope you stay till the end. And basically, there's three main things that you're going to learn in the next 15 minutes. And the first is really to understand why posting on purpose is needed and for your business and or your nonprofit success. And we can't forget about nonprofits. We know that they do have to operate like a small business. Nonprofits need business plans these days to get the funding that they need, and actually my company and I also work with those entities and have for the last 12 years. So there's a lot of similarities, whether you are running a business, whether it's online business, offline business, whether it's a nonprofit, which again can also be online or offline. So all of these things apply to both types of organizations. The second major thing that we're going to walk through and step through with some examples is my simple and effective 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 step formula that will help you not only increase your value in the marketplace, but enable you to attract your niche as well in a very relationship marketing kind of perspective. And then finally, some little basic steps on how to start implementing what it is that you've learned today. So let's get started. First of all, that whole phrase, posting on purpose, sort of just came out of my blogging and posting that I did last Friday. And I really started to think about, a lot of the different types of posts that people in the internet marketing world post on Facebook. I use Facebook for my primary medium in reaching people. I think blogging is another great medium to use, and there's several others, but for me, Facebook is the major area that I like to not only communicate what I'm doing and bringing value to people in the marketplace, but to attract those in my niche that I'm wanting to help, who need what I have to offer. So what I have found in my own journey of learning how to post properly and effectively has been really coming to the surface the last few weeks, when I've noticed a lot of people who are not doing this, and how annoying it can be. And I'll use the word annoying for myself. Others may just call it clutter. Ad clutter, lots and lots of ads that people are wanting us to read what they are selling us, and then they want us to click on something and then buy it, but there's really nothing else in those posts, and those just can come fast and furious and just clutter up our walls on Facebook or our emails, and it's becoming a problem, I think, in the marketplace. It's getting saturated with this. So to stand out in the marketplace, what you want to do is learn how to post on purpose. So really what that is doing a post, whether again it's on Facebook, email, or blog, that basically gives value, some kind of content to your reader. And I'll step you through how to do that in the next slide, but again, it's not just posting ads. Hey, click here and find the best network marketing deal you could ever find that'll get you $100,000 in your first 30 days. Boom. No, it's not that. That's pure advertisement. That's like a billboard that you see along the highway. If you want to make a comparison, there's not a lot of value on those billboards. It's just a quick, hey, go here or do this or do that and buy. And so again, there's nothing inherently wrong with that, but if it's the only thing you're doing, you're not going to have a lot of success in the marketplace the way attraction marketing and relationship marketing is taking off these days. So what it is it's a value content driven post that also includes your contact information and information about what you want people to buy. But those two things, what you want them to buy and your contact information, is the smallest part of that post, okay? For the most part. The rest of it, the majority of it, 2/3 of that post is value that can help your target market not only increase or grow in the areas that you want them to, but it will add value to their life, and they will appreciate you for that and follow you for that. Posting on purpose, what is it not? Okay, it is not just pure advertising. Posting a link, a little blurb on what that link is, and then telling people to just go there and buy it, or go there and find out, or go there and that's just, again, billboard advertising. Again, there's a place and a purpose for that, but that's not what this webinar is for today. So, posting on purpose is not blasting and just billboard posting advertisements, okay? Now, how do you do it? I'm glad you asked. These are the 5 quick steps, simple and very effective formula that I've been using, and I notice when other people use it, whether they realize they're doing it or not, it attracts me to their posts. And I'm going to show you a few examples in a minute on my own Facebook page. But basically, there's 5 major parts to this post when you do one. Again, it could be on Facebook page, which I prefer. I encourage you, if you do not have a Facebook page, to get one up and going if you have a business or a nonprofit. That is the most incredible way to reach people that you don't even know in your target market. And I did another video on how to do that with a simple click of a button once your page is up, and you can once you get to my Facebook fan page, if you want to, after this presentation, you can go and look for that. It was done in early January, and it's powerful teaching on how to make Facebook work for you in reaching people that never knew who you were ever, and probably would not have known who you were without this functionality. So in any event, that's why I like Facebook. So again, the posts can be on Facebook, on a blog, or in an email. What you want to have in that post is, first of all, a title. And why do you want a title? Again, it doesn't have to be, it shouldn't even really be as long as a sentence, but something like 3 to 5 words that just, enhances and quickly summarizes what your post is about, whether your post is 1 paragraph, 2, or 3. I tend to err on the side of, you might say, long posts, and sometimes I'll do a shorter version in the comment section for people that don't want to read the whole thing. But I guarantee you everything in there is of great value. It's not fluff. So in any event, what you want to do at the beginning of posting on purpose, your new post, is to have a title. And again, I'll show you an example of what that looks like in one coming up. Then the next major thing you want to have is a question. You want to ask your audience. You don't want to always be telling them to do something. Do this, do that. You never want to use anything really negative. You don't want to bash anyone else, any other company, any other product, any other person, business, what have you. You never want to do that, because when you think about it, we're in a marketplace economy, an industry that has an ethical element to it that will only enhance your standing in the marketplace when you play above board. And so in any event, that's all I'm going to say about that. But in any event, question. You want to ask your target market who's hopefully reading that post, a question that will draw them in and get them to start thinking, and it piques their curiosity a little bit. And it helps, and that question is going to relate to the value that you're going to share next. In 2 to 3 sentences, again, or 2 paragraphs, what have you, whatever it is that you're going to share, whatever your purpose is for that particular post. Okay, now remember that value in that content, what's exciting about it, and it does take some time. It could take you up to 1 hour to 2 hours to initially start doing this and do it well. But if you're a person of excellence and you want to be seen in the marketplace as a leader, then you will put the time into this, and it will become secondhand. It will become habit. And so that's a challenge I'm going to ask you all to do at the end of this presentation. But in any event, that value content is really a creative way to tie in to whatever it is you're selling, whatever your product is, whatever your service is, whatever it is you're selling. You can find a way to make the value and the content of that post line up with one of your products or services that you provide. Believe it or not, it's possible. And then that's the next thing you do, is that call to action. That's when you start talking about your product and service. That is the beginning of your advertisement for who you are, what you do, and what you can help them with. And then, of course, at the end of every post, whether it's posting on purpose or just an ad, you want to have your personal contact information. And by that I mean your name, the very least, a Facebook page, website, and your email address. I will occasionally put a phone number on there. It just depends on what it is I'm marketing that particular post. So we're going to go ahead, I'm going to escape out of this and go over to my Facebook fan page. And I'm going to just go ahead and walk you through this example of what I did recently. Again, this is something that you can do, and I would challenge you to do this today. And basically, I'm going to try and enlarge this so you can read a little easier. I know it's got my entire, see if I can, I'm going to close out all the other clutter here. And desktop. So this is fun. Tell you what, I'll just open this back up again and walk you through this, and you can even look at this one over here if you'd like. But yeah, so this was something I posted Saturday, and this is the follow-up webinar on that. So I'm excited that you're watching and listening to this. Basically, I did a post yesterday, 23 hours ago, Monday of this week, and I really wanted to start talking about, again, my biggest purpose. Again, if we go back to that list, that 5-step list, the title has a purpose in it. What I wanted people to know how to do was learn how to start monetizing their giftings to create the life that they love. Now, the purpose of this particular post was to really, is pure advertisement for me, because I'm launching my boot camps this week, and this is the third week, excuse me, this is the 5th week of January 2013. This is January 29th, 2013. In any event, I have 2 boot camps I'm launching this week. So my whole focus this week is advertising my boot camps. But am I just out there plastering and, I don't want to say spamming, but, you know, throwing out my links? Hey, click here and learn how to do this, and click. No, I'm not. I'm putting value in my posts, and I'm seeing a lot of people like, comment. A lot of people are liking, but they're especially liking my page, which is what I really want to see happen. So in any event, back to our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-step formula. Here's my title. Start monetizing your natural born giftings, passions, interests, and create the life you love. And this is going to lead into my advertisement at the bottom that, hey, here's my workshops, go and sign up. So the next step we said is to ask a question. After your title, you ask a question. And again, you're thinking about, how does this lead into my value content, which is and then ultimately into what I'm advertising as my main purpose for this post, okay? So here we go. Have you ever wondered what the term monetize means? Now, that's an easy question to ask. That kind of maybe draws some people in. They're like, the people that I want to draw in will wonder about that. Those are the people I want to attract. So I'm cool with that question. You can think of other questions depending on what it is that you want people to think about or learn from you. So again, this is just one simple question. Over here, posting on purpose, that I did on Saturday, just as a precursor to this webinar, I asked a question. Do you ever get tired of seeing so many business posts that only tell you what they want you to buy and nothing else of value? So that's a very simple question to ask that's relatable. And so you want your question to be relatable to the market that you're trying to attract. And I won't belabor this whole thing, but here we go. I basically answered, and yay! See, if you see that right there? There's a great example of somebody just going out there and plastering their stuff. Now again, Gerald Daniels, this is not to to say anything negative about you personally, but this is just an example of people that go into some of these groups and just plaster, plaster, plaster. Maybe that's effective. I'd love to have someone let me know that at some point. But in any event, that was great timing for this presentation. Okay, so long story short, what did we say after you have your title, your question, then your value and your content? Here's my value and my content. I'm sharing the story, relatable, of what happened when I entered the internet marketing world and first learned about that term, monetize. And then I realized I was already doing it. I was already monetizing. I didn't even know I was doing it because I didn't know what that term meant until I finally looked it up. So again, I'm getting relatable here in these first few comments of my post. And so now I'm starting to weave in what it is I do, but giving them opportunity to see what types of giftings they could have inside of them that they could also monetize, because I'm giving examples of my own life. So then I ask a final question here. Again, it's still part of the content. What are you doing with your natural born giftings, passions, and interests? All right. So basically, all of this, bear with me, sorry about this. All of this, and it is rather long for some people. I'm a natural born writer, so I tend to write. All of this is my content, my value content. Okay? You got our title, the question, and now all of this in blue for me is my value content. You don't have to write that much. You could literally just have one paragraph if that's going to hit the meat of what you're trying to express with value, okay? Then finally, here's my call to action. If this is you, I want you to stop what you're doing right now and go here. Boom, I'm telling them what to do. Now, what if I had just posted this out there with nothing else? Now, you know, some people still might have done it, for sure. But would I have been attracting my market, the people that I want to teach, that I want to coach, that I want to help? Maybe, probably not. That's my call to action. Here's the rest of my call to action. Check out both my Live Your Dreams boot camps. One starting tonight, actually. One tomorrow, and then another one on two on Wednesday and one on Thursday. And I gave the benefit of what's going to happen with my programs. And you always want to give a benefit no matter what you're advertising. What is it going to do for them? It's going to help people not only identify and clarify what their natural born giftings, passions, purposes, and dreams are, which is huge in a lot of people's lives, but it's going to teach them step by step how to monetize each and every one of these giftings in a way that brings joy, fulfillment, and wealth, and the ability to help others. Now, for people that read this and this doesn't resonate with them, I'm fine with that. That means those aren't the people I'm supposed to be helping. But I'll tell you what, when you do something like this, posts like this on a regular basis, you're going to cut the clutter, and the people that want you and need you will find you, and they will become loyal customers and followers of you. And that's what I want. I don't want to. I really don't want to waste my time with people who are just kind of tire kicking, so to speak, and they're like, oh, let me try out this chick over here. I like the way she's posting. Da 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 da. No, I want to really attract those that need what I have to give, that I can invest my time and energy into and see them grow, because that's what brings me life and passion and purpose. So, okay, here's my call to action is quite long. It starts here and it goes all the way to here. Boom. That's my call to action. But I had a lot to share in this post. Not all of them are like that. Okay, so finally, I got my contact information. That's step number 5. My name, my Facebook page, my website, my email, and my phone number's on this one, by the way. So, and I love, you know, I didn't even mention this in the training, but I really love adding pictures to all of my all of my posts. I think it's a wonderful thing. It's a value added that helps people take what you're saying and relate it visually. There's a lot that are visual in this world that need that. They need that extra visual. So try and do that. Go out to Google and see if you can't find, just Google and type in a word of what it is you're trying to communicate verbally in writing, and see if you can't find a picture that matches up with that. This one's pretty simple. Monetizing, there's some money. And yes, these are royalty free, meaning you want to make sure that you can actually use those pictures, okay? So that's it, folks. That is all of it in the kit and caboodle steps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I hope it's been helpful for you. What I want to leave you with is next steps. I want you to set your goal. How many posts do you want to do like this during the week? I recommend getting to 5 posts, 1 every day during the week. That's what I finally got myself up to this month, and it's been fun, it's been challenging, but it's been effective, y'all. So if you can do that, if you can set a goal of maybe this week, if you're just starting out doing this kind of post, set a goal to do at least 2, okay? I don't typically do more than 1 of these a day because it can become overwhelming to people and yourself. But try and get at least 2 purposeful posts out this week, whatever week you're watching this. Then all you got to do is set your will. Just determine in your heart and your mind that you're going to do this. And you're going to do it for yourself, for the success of your business, your nonprofit, and you're going to do it to bless others, to see them successful with whatever it is that's inside of you that you're giving out to the world. Set your will and just do it. Okay, folks, remember, it's not what you know when you start, it's what you are willing to learn and put to good use. And finally, I love this quote. I share it every time I train, by Joel A. Barker. Vision without action is merely a dream. Action without vision just passes the time. But vision with action can change the world. And you can change the world. Now, if you're interested in my Live Your Dreams boot camps, you can register now at awakenyourgifts.com. And when you go out there, go ahead and sign up for the future training announcements, and also my Facebook page if you want to follow me and get future announcements as well on things that I'm doing. Go ahead and like my page at facebook.com, Carla J. Wellington. And with that, I wish you all the best in your posting on purpose, and make it a dream building day. Bye-bye.